So now we're going to create the Oaktag sloper for our front jacket sloper, from our front jacket draft. So go ahead and cut yourself a piece of Oaktag about the same size as your jacket draft. Tape it down to the table so it doesn't move on you as you trace off your draft. Go ahead and place your draft on top of the Oaktag. Make sure that it's on the Oaktag and there's nothing that's not off the Oaktag and in place. And tape that down. Alright, so now we're taped down. And this will go just like we did the other ones. Basically, it's like tracing off the torso, except this is for your jacket. So, we'll do all the intersections and all the curved places. So, I'm going to start at intersection of center front and hem, and mark there. Come over here to intersection of side seam and hem, and mark both of those. Your 2-inch notch up from your hem. I'm going to do my whole side seam, just for the sake of accuracy. I know some of it's straight, but those parts aren't very long, so it just makes sense. Do the whole thing. And just follow that curve. Okay, let's do our waist. Don't forget where your dart intersects with side seam, mark that. I'm going to do my whole armhole. And then shoulder line, I just need to do intersection of neckline and shoulder. And where my shoulder line intersects with my armhole. Don't forget the notch at the shoulder. Let's do our whole neckline. And let's do center front, where it intersects with the neckline. Come down to where center front and waistline intersect and do your center front and waistline there. And we already did down here at the hem. Let's go ahead and transfer our dart information on. So all of your dart tips on your closed-ended waist darts. You can do the fold line of your dart where it intersects with the dart tips as well. And then down here where your dart legs and fold line intersect with your waistline, mark those. And you can also mark your waistline where it intersects with the dart. And let's not forget about our side bust dart and apex. So let's mark apex. Your dart tip and the fold line. And then we already did the dart out there. Okay, so now we can remove our draft. Okay, so everything is on there. Let's go ahead and start perfecting it. I'm going to start with center front. And mark that. I'll do my hem. I like to do my waistline in red. I'm going to do my shoulder seam. Notch at my shoulder seam. Remember, at intersection of center front neckline, square out for 1/2 inch. Okay, I'm going to connect the center line of my dart all the way to apex. I'm going to mark my apex, which is right there. And then 5/8 of an inch away is the tip of my dart. I'm going to connect the tip of my dart to the markings at the side seam to create my dart legs. Don't forget the notch 2 inches above your hip line. Okay, let's do our center dart, or our close-ended waist darts. I'm going to mark my center lines first. I'm going to cross all the dart tips. And then I can connect. Remember, I have all my points where my dart legs will connect on the waist. Okay, let's do all our curved lines. Do our neckline. Also our armhole. And that blends in right here. Okay, let's finish our side seam. This is mostly straight lines. Just curve here, 1. Right to there. And then our hip curve. Place 11 at the 2-inch notch, and voila. Okay. We can cut this out now. I want to tape it to make it a little easier. Alright, now we can notch it and hole punch it. So make sure you hole punch all the tips of your darts. Don't make huge holes there, just enough to get tip of a pencil through. And then the notch 2 inches above our hem, waistline notch, dart legs and center fold line of your dart, and notch at your shoulder if you have one, and at center front your waistline. Let's label this center front. And here, we'll put some information on here. So our front jacket, sloper, size 10, name, and date. And there it is. Your front jacket sloper has now been cut in Oaktag, and you have a physical sloper you can use to create a jacket.